We're here. Hold on. We're sitting. Yeah. There you go. There we go.
Yeah.
Hi. We're here. It insinuates that I'm late, which I guess technically I am. But I've been up since 8:25. I went downstairs to get the toast and the coffee. A streamer is never late or early. They arrive precisely on time.
Oh, that's interesting.
Unless they're Proton John, in which case they are always late. Maybe not
I don't know
always.
if I like this.
What is that?
Chocolate kefir. It's the yogurt drink. I normally get it in strawberry. But I was like, I've never had chocolate. I don't know if I like that.
In the store, it looked like...
chocolate milk? You thought I bought chocolate milk in the store.
I thought it was chocolate milk. I was like, what's wrong with that chocolate milk? She's like, it's not chocolate milk. And I was like, oh. Hey, Emil.
Good morning.
Emil, how was your first night back in your own bed? Especially considering that, from what I heard, some of the beds at the East Coast house were hard as a rock. I took a nap in one of the beds that was on the 3rd floor, and some other folks had been talking about how hard the beds were, and I was like, this bed's fine, what? It seems okay. And then I had just laid down on a 1st floor bed at some point, and it was super hard.
Yeah.
Quite wonderful. The beds were hard. Yeah. There was one point where we went into John's room. John had a room. And you were on the phone, and I was super tired, and I went in there, and I just kind of laid my head down for a sec. And yeah, it was like hard as a rock. So I don't know why some beds were normal and some beds were super, super hard. But what?
Did John like his bed? Yeah.
He never complained once.
Mm-hmm.
Not once. In fact, he must have had a very good slumber because he didn't even move. To be honest. I mean, he did not even flinch. So, they saved money over time by just using slate instead of mattresses. It was an unreasonably hard bed. Like, when people talk about bed firmness, my understanding is like, what I perceive to be like firm bed, this exceeded firm bed.
Yeah.
But would you say that we sleep on a medium bed?
Our bed is more medium. The guest bed we have, now that we have the topper on there, is probably like what you would think of when you think of a hard bed until this weekend.
Wait, the guest bedroom is hard?
Not like these.
But that's like typically what you think of as
Yes.
hard? What is a soft bed? Like a water bed?
My mom's bed is soft. You like sink into it. I don't like it.
So like
I can't.
a water bed,
No.
maybe. Would a water bed just be like its own category?
Yeah.
I've slept on a water bed. It's not my favorite.
Like, I like the guest room bed. Like, the firmness of it. But the ones at the Coliseum house were worse than that. They were real bad.
Put it down, bub.
Maybe.
There you go. I've really liked our bed.
Yeah, me too.
We have a purple. We got a purple when we moved in here, and I'm not looking forward to moving it. Like, that's going to be awful. But
Because it's real heavy.
because it's insanely heavy. But I gotta tell you, I've enjoyed owning it. The only time you really get a chance, like, because the thing is, once you buy a bed, you start sleeping on it, that becomes normal. Mm-hmm. And then, as with most things in life, you have a hard time appreciating it until you try something else. So, like, only once you, like, lay down in another bed are you like, oh, okay, so this is what mine's actually like. You okay, buddy? You got hiccups.
Poor Kippy.
He got hiccups. He keeps doing little shakes. Poor guy. You good? As long as they stay hiccups. And not anything else. Sagan would get the hiccups all the time. Remember that?
Yeah, Sagan did.
Kep barely ever gets hiccups, but Sagan, and he'd make little noises. He'd go.
Yeah, Kep doesn't make noises, but Sagan did.
Mm-hmm. That unlocked a memory. You see him shaking. Just. It's okay. You eat too fast?
Probably. Did you?
A cat eat too fast? What?
Last night,
never happened.
I think you locked him out. Like, yesterday evening.
Mm-hmm.
He came into the studio, and he was like, meow, meow, meow. And then the feeder went off like 10 seconds later, and he ran out of there so fast he stumbled on the way.
I don't know why. You get fed at the same time.
Every day.
Every day. What a strange animal. Anyway, you want to read some of these alerts while I eat this toast?
We have a
finish this toast off.
Tier 2 17-month resub from Storms002.
Thank you.
And 24 months from Purple Puyo. And we have 26 months from Hiss Ranger. 6 months from Rare Gamer 99. 14 months from GA Studios. 5 months from Crimson Word 1. 9 months from Omega Kayla. 36 months from Penguin Frog. Yeah, put that back down.
Now I'm like...
19 months from Willie Joel 345.
Willie Joel!
42 months from Marvel 410. 41 months from Cybe. 8 months from Rainier. And we have 300 bits from Gold Mage. So last breakfast stream you mentioned how shrimp are generally small. The clown mantis shrimp is actually pretty large, ranging in size from 3 to 18 centimeters or 1.2 to 7.1 inches.
7 inches... 7 inches is pretty... That's pretty big for shrimp. I've seen some pretty big shrimp. Like... prawns. I guess you'd call them prawns, right? Whenever we were in Greece,
yeah, but
I remember,
other countries call them prawns over shrimp, like.
But
just
are they?
general.
But they're the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Because like I've seen shrimp that are probably getting close to that. Spiffle says nope. Okay, well then here's what I want to know. Here's what I want to know, right? If prawns are technically something different, I want to know how big a prawn can be. Because if prawns are just inherently larger, I really want to know how big those things can be. Really badly. Please find out this information and let me know. 7.1 inches for a shrimp would be really big. But how big for a prawn? Can they get like... I ain't never seen any...
We just got pork to make stir fry, and now I'm like, oh, I could do shrimp stir fry instead.
You can't. We just got the pork.
I know.
You specially requested the pork.
Well, he had it. It just wasn't out.
Yeah, well.
He had to go get it for me.
You're going to about 33 centimeters. What's 33 centimeters? How big is that?
Bigger than 7
18
inches?
centimeters is 7.1 inches, so 33 centimeters would be something like...
13 inches.
Yeah. That's big, man.
Yeah.
A foot-long prawn? That's big. That's really big. Like, can you imagine that you went to the Red Lobster, and you're like, I'll have the prawns, and they're like, just one. And you're like, what? They're like, no, it's 12 inches long, so we just bring you one. I don't know that I would want one that's 12 inches long. My
Does it freak you out a little bit?
Yeah, I think we're entering into territory where I'm like, too big. Some about eating the little shrimps. I'm like, okay, I can handle it. If they brought out if they brought out a fried shrimp that was that big, I'm like, I don't like that. I don't know that.
Sorry, now I need to look something up.
You need to see a picture of it?
No.
Oh.
Okay. I want to go this year.
Oh, okay.
Because I want coconut shrimp.
Okay.
Talking about shrimp, and I'm like, you know what I never get? Coconut shrimp. You know where I can get that? Chris and Chips resubbed at 2 months. And we have 300 bits from Ambi Welsh. Bizzard the Wizard runs the intro again.
We have our version of Run the Intro again. We have a button that literally says intro. There you go. We did it again. Okay, that's it. You know, I've thought about doing.
Yes.
I might do it. I might not. Thought about, since I have that subscription right now to Storyblocks, getting just a few little like morning-y, breakfast-y clips, and just have that underneath the text for the breakfast stream.
Okay.
It might be kind of fun. Might be a little different.
A little different.
Anyway, carry on.
We have a 37-month resub from Opie, SSBM, 28 months from Noah. What's that?
This is acknowledging. I'm acknowledging.
24 months from Juliet27.
Oh.
Clap with the toast in your mouth.
I got
300 bits from Annie, who says, "Hi, grandparents, have some big garbage fun times going on in my life right now, so I thought I'd use this opportunity to promote Thomas's amazing new emote of Brew Clown." That is such a...
That's just a blob. Is that a cat?
Yeah, it's Brewster. Like, look at him over here. From Satsy. It's a big Brewster yawn.
I want to do an edit to this. Thomas.
So you can see it.
Yeah, Thomas, send me these images. They just need tweaked a little bit, just a tiny bit. It'll take me like 5 minutes. I can make it. Gotta light up some of the stuff just a little bit. Jeff says no.
1, it being bad is Thomas's brand. 2, no.
Never lets me have any fun. Anyway, I finished the toast. I can read.
Oh my god, he grossed his little arm.
You taking a photo? He's extremely cute. You all will get to see his extreme cuteness in just a moment. You get a good one?
Yeah.
Mal will get that up on screen for you shortly.
Look at that.
What a good little stinker. 300 Bits from Radio Dread says, just me clowning around again. It's good to clown around in the mornings. Get all the clown out before the afternoon. At which point you go back to not clowning around, I guess. 5 months from Kit Khalid. 300 Bits from Vinny G Place. It says, Bizzard the Wizard and the hardness of the mattress. I like it. I like that one. I think Bizzard would sleep on a hard mattress.
Yeah.
That's just how it works. 36 months from Fayalina Luna. Congrats on the 3. There's our boy. Look at that. Look at that. He's cute. So very cute. He's very relaxed.
He's very tired.
Very tired. I wanted to take this opportunity to let you know while I'm remembering, because I will forget immediately. Hot chocolate. 1 week.
Next Thursday.
We'll be removing hot chocolate next Thursday. Apparently, because, yeah, as Chess says, that's the last breakfast stream of winter. Winter is over, officially, as of next week. So we will be removing hot chocolate in preparation for a more springtime drink. And, man, you know, I gotta hand it to the hot chocolate crowd. I mean, you just... Look at this. How did you do this? How did you do this? I just don't know how you did it. It's just... Anyway, along those lines, the mugs and the pillows, because if folks aren't aware, we have little pillows.
They're way over there on the floor.
Mugs and pillows for hot chocolate will also be going away next week, so you got a week. And if you want to set some sort of arbitrary goal to get hot chocolate to 2,000, that's also fine, but you have a week to do it. And now, the rest of this presentation. 42 months from DC20 will save. 42 months also from Foss Extreme. 30 months from Aldo512. 22 months from 4Wolf. 42 months from Strawberry Flavored. Almost had a combo there. Those were really close together. 15 months from Kina Ray. 300 bits from Satsy says, I made it home for lunch /med/breakfast stream. It's not an easy journey, and boy do I need a nap, but it was a successful journey, and that's what counts. And the alleged moose didn't eat the house.
Steven,
Mouse.
it says mouse.
Mouse. Mouse. The mouse didn't eat the house while I was gone. Bonus. I was like, that's scary. There's a moose in the Hoose. Wasn't that like a children's game or something? Am I remembering that correctly? Like a children's book? Anyway, I'm in favor of naps. Hardcore nap person, just as a concept, but especially lately.
Yeah.
Now that Coliseum is over, yesterday is the day that Tim Tom and Emil went home. Now that has happened, like I have to recover. It's gonna take a little bit. It's gonna take a little bit, but it's going well so far. It was nice to go to bed on time last night and just be like, hey, this is when we're supposed to go to bed.
Did he wake you up early?
Yes, and I clicked him.
Oh, okay.
He tried to be like, hey, Dad, why don't I eat at 7? And I went, single click, and he was like, okay, I see how that is. I will go over here. And that was
now
that.
he sleep now.
And now he sleep now. Boy! He got back up on the bed and he just relaxed until the alarm went off. It'll take a little bit of time, but he'll get used to like, oh, the alarm goes off. I get to eat, and then he'll be good. Then I'll be good. Yeah. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention that just because folks may not have noticed. I very slyly creeped out onto the eShop today. There's a demo for Kirby.
Oh.
You shouldn't play it. I know that you'll want to play it. You shouldn't play it because me and you are going to just straight up play the game, like the whole game, later this month when it releases. So it will be like a surprise for us. We'll get to our first experiences with the game. Oh, hi, Peggy.
I did not like this chocolate yogurt.
We know. You told us once. 2033 from Shy says, I start my new job Monday, which also means this is my last live breakfast stream for the foreseeable future. So, as I'm now drafted into the VOD squad, I shall ride on the wing of Peggy into this new venture. Well, first off, congrats and good luck. I hope that the new job goes well. And, you know, we'll be here.
Yeah.
There's still occasions where folks are like, oh my goodness, I had a day off, or it's a holiday, or whatever, and people show up, and it'll be like a special occasion now. So that's neat. We'll probably see you at some point.
Yeah.
But until then, enjoy the VOD squad. There's nothing wrong with VOD squad.
Can I have Cappy? I'm cold.
I mean, he's like dead asleep.
Yeah.
You would feel bad to
I
move
would
him
feel
now.
bad.
Look at him. He's really out of it. 19 months from Gamers 00700. 13 months from Jaces529. 510 bits from Mr. Gameboy says, I can't wait for the day you do a crowd control. I specifically got like 50,000 coins just to mess with Masay during Colo. So crowd control when? It's certainly something on our list of things to do, to try. We're still, working towards the idea of doing some solo stream stuff.
Yeah.
Probably get a chance to try another solo stream here in the next little bit. Just because there's a game that we have to, not we, but I
solo stream.
that I will be playing. And actually people will be excited about it. Because
you started,
I know,
too.
I had to sneeze, bud. Because it was a game that I was going to do a first 20 of a long time ago and never got around to it. And now that the game is like coming out, I'm just straight up doing a stream of it. But I won't tell you what it is yet until I know the day it's happening. But so that's happening. As far as crowd control, I mean, I want to at some point. Just don't know when. Sleepy Weepy Panda, welcome. Hope your first breakfast stream is memorable. In the good ways. in the good ways. Speaking of, I'll be talking more about some of that stuff in the next Patreon video, which...
You'll probably start working on this afternoon.
Yeah, I hope I'll have that out by tonight. I'll have that out by tonight. It's probably tomorrow at the absolute latest, but hopefully tonight. There's been so much going on.
Yeah.
I keep burping. There's been so much. January was obviously wild because of some medical health stuff. And February actually pretty related to that too, but then also Coliseum. Now things are starting to slow down, although I am still waiting on
that CT scan.
Yeah. It was a week ago yesterday that they did the endoscopy, and the guy was like, yeah, you should get a CT scan. And I thought for sure that would be scheduled quickly. No. In fact, I've called back twice. I've left messages twice. Because on the answering machine, they're like, we strive to get back to you within 48 hours. And I'm like, okay. Well, then do it. But I do have an update. And that is, we got an email yesterday. That...
From the insurance company.
That someone had submitted a request for pre-authorization for a CAT scan. So even though the doctor hasn't told me...
They've at least done something.
It's happening. It's, we're getting there. Oh!
Bless you.
I'm sneezy.
Can't be. Is it your fault?
I don't think I'm allergic to Kepi suddenly.
No.
That would be very odd. He laid his head right back down.
Oh boy!
Anyway.
A land made of milk and honey!
It's happening. Just, based on the rate of this going, it'll probably be next week. Certainly they'll get me, it's not going to be like, it's a CAT scan.
Yeah.
You can get a CAT scan anywhere.
Yeah.
This isn't like a specialty thing. This is just like a CAT scan, so...
Yeah.
Probably next week.
I hope so.
Probably next week. Hopefully. 20 months from Hypnophant. 30 bits from Radio Dread says, anyone who says hot chocolate is strictly a winter beverage is just afraid of its power. All hail hot chocolate. I mean, hot chocolate can be enjoyed any time. But if we never took hot chocolate away, then what would happen? We wouldn't have any room for any other... Because, look at this side of the screen. I mean, there's, this is all the more space we have for beverages down here. Like, what would we do? Fill up the entire right side of the screen? That would be wild. That would be crazy. That'd be nuts. We gotta limit it. We have to have a limit. There's gotta be a limit. The limit is 3. And the limit is 3, and occasionally 4.
Milk and honey.
Halloween No, at Halloween we had just 2.
Yes.
We took away coffee and tea.
Yes.
That's right. Okay, so yes, the limit is 3. Limit's 3. And maybe one day the limit will be 1. Wouldn't that be funny? The option is just drink. And everyone's like, drink? Drink today or no drink? But the thing is, everyone can get behind drink. Drink is vague enough that you can get behind drink. Would you like a drink? Of course you would. Where were we? 42 months. At tier 2. Gold toast for Drek. Thank you, Drek. Somber Mink 91 gifted sub to 1 press L2P. 300 from Squid, who says, Bizzard the Wizard and the House Eating Moose. I almost read that as Hoose Eating Mouse. I'm struggling with these OOs and OUs today. I don't know why. 42 months from Bloops64. We had multiple people hit 42 months today, but we didn't get a combo. How upsetting.
No.
It's too hard to do. Fish Camper says, no, not drink. Drank. I want 1 drank. It could be arranged. Just wait and see. There might be a day where you sign in and all of a sudden it's like, wait, there's only 1 option. It's like, yeah, that's drank. A mug with a mug on it. I like that. I like that. I would.
Did that amuse you?
It did, but what I would want to take that further, and I can't because I'd like, oh man, it'd be cool if there was just a picture of Exhibit on it. But I feel like Exhibit would sue me, so I can't do that. Maybe I can call Exhibit.
Maybe.
I feel like he's probably done with those memes. He's like, man, I did other things. Like, did you? I remember Pimp My Ride. Was there anything else you've ever done? He'd be like, yes. I'm a very accomplished individual. 18 months at tier 2 from Stores 002. Who also sends in 300 bits. It says, I got confused when Mao said earlier I resubscribed for 17 months at tier 2 because I had my sub upgraded at the end of last month. Oh well. Also, the way in which Twitch gives us the information sometimes is just weird.
Yeah.
Because there's occasions where, like, someone will subscribe, and then it'll have been, like, a few days, and, like, another alert will come through. And that's on Twitch's end, where it's like, okay, I don't know why it needs to let us know this, but sometimes it'll do that. Morning, Sab.
Good morning.
Have you rested well from Coliseum? I'm assuming are you back home now? You're probably back home now. I don't know how long everyone was planning to stay in the SD, but I would assume that mildly rested well. Mildly. I'm back home. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like, it's been a week.
Yeah.
It's hard to be away from home for that long. We were talking to Josh, and Josh did Coliseum remotely, and he was like, "Man, it would have been nice to come out there, but he would have come here early,
yeah,
quarantined before everyone got here, and then hung out with everyone. And by that time, he would have been here for like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
it's just too much time.
And like that would have been fine, but he had stuff going on.
Yeah, we'll see him at some point.
Yeah,
I missed everyone from the West Coast house too.
Mm-hmm. That startled me.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay. You go back down. Go back down. Thank you for the poggers. There's 3,000 from Grabobly. Says, Bizzard the Wizard and the Tale of Interrupting Poggy. I think I got a, there was a part of the weekend where Tom was over here. Mm-hmm. Tom and Emil both. And I got a video clip of Tom with Poggy.
Yeah.
It's cute. It's very cute.
You can see Poggy.
Can you see him from here?
Uh-huh. Above streets.
Oh, yeah. He's like, he's right.
One more.
Huh?
Other way.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, is that him?
Yeah.
Above street. When you said above streets, that my brain didn't put together the text. I was like, above streets. What? I thought there was I thought Street Fighter was up here or something. I was like, Street Fighter?
Next to Indonesia.
Yeah. When are we gonna play Indonesia?
I don't know. We can play it soon. We have it set up downstairs.
Okay. What we got?
Kids and rabbits all go wild for Tiny Eddie's scrambled bagel crunch.
That's from Mr. Perfect Craig. Tiny Eddie, as I get ready for my day, please tell me what I should eat for breakfast. Scrambled bagel crunch actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah, you could make that work.
I mean, you're doing what? You're putting that's a creamy scrambled egg right there.
Yeah.
Spreading it on a bagel, creamy scrambled eggs on bagel. The crunch part, maybe we top with just a little granola.
But with egg? Granola and egg?
I'm trying to make this as good as possible. You got something better for the crunch part?
Cheerios. Bacon bits. Oh, that's a good one.
Bacon bits.
Yeah.
Cheerios? You had a problem with my
Nice
granola?
brown crunchy egg.
You had a problem with my granola, and you said Cheerios. Bacon bits is correct. That is the correct answer. That's what you should do. That sounds good. I would make that. I'm not a big bagel person, but I would do that. Bagel, creamy scrambled eggs, topped with some bacon bits. That sounds great. Good job, Tiny Eddie.
You've done it.
You've done it. You've cracked the breakfast code. 41 months from Science Nerd 2240. 2 months from Dustin Hastings 93. 17 months from Empire Builder 19. 26 months from the Thunder Striker. 4 months from Sonic the X-Rider. We got a sub from Mr. Perfect Greg.
Welcome.
300 bits from Destel Racing says, morning, grandparents. Got my Steam Deck in the mail yesterday. So far, I'm loving it. Only complaint is that it is very heavy. So playing for a long time is a little hard. Also, sugar. Interesting. I hadn't thought about the weight.
Yeah.
But the Steam Deck certainly looks interesting. Didn't you say that they were making a game?
Yeah, there's like something in the Portal universe.
Oh, they're making something that's...
At work? Something about work.
But it's a Valve game for the Steam.
Desk Job, that's it.
Desk Job. I hadn't seen anything about that. Anyway, neat. I love the concept of the Steam Deck. It's basically Switch, but with PC games.
Yeah.
And the concept of the Switch worked way better than I ever suspected it would. So the idea of the Steam Deck is really neat to me. Destel says, battery is, well, keep a charger nearby. Oh, Adu says, it's out. You can beat it in a first 20 legit. Oh, it's short. Oh, it's just a little thing. I still, I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to do this, but it's on my list of, like, I'm going to do this, gosh darn it. I want to play Half-Life Alyx.
I know.
It's going to happen at some point. I don't know when it's going to happen. I have deliberately not borrowed any of... Like, Dan has it, and he told me I could borrow all his stuff to play it at any point. I deliberately haven't done that because I want to stream it at some point. I just don't know when I'm going to do it. Probably won't be why we live in this house. But I really, really want to play it. At some point. 24 months. From Melmer723. Congrats on the 2. How much setup would that require? I mean, a bit. Because, like, I don't have any of the VR stuff, so I'd have to borrow all the VR stuff.
Yeah.
And there's 2 different ways of doing VR streams. You can either not have any camera stuff, so it's just what you see. That's one way of doing it. Another way of doing it is to overlay yourself onto the video.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like kind of like face cam. And there's the third way of doing it, which is terribly complicated, where you put yourself basically in a green screen room and you can superimpose yourself into the game in a way that matches the camera directions.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool. I've seen it done, and it's one of those things, like, it's a lot of setup, but it's really neat. I don't know that I'll ever have everything necessary to do that. But it's just cool. Chaz says, I've seen how Steven physically acts while in VR. We have to do the real-life overlay thing, y'all. Okay, Chaz, well, let's just move. and find a place that we can paint an entire garage green. And then we will have a VR studio, and then we will make a drastic shift in the content that we make to do IRL VR stuff, where once a week we shove Steven into the room and he screams.
Couldn't we just make a 3D model of you and then do the things like Jeff has?
It's not the same. You gotta put me in there.
It'd be you.
It wouldn't be the same.
It'd be you in VR. VTuber Steven. But it looks like actual Steven.
I only want a 3D model if it can be the level of detail used in Weird Al's Money for Nothing music video. If someone wants to make a 3D model of me that looks like me but is reminiscent of that 3D model, that's great. That's the level of detail I want. Where were we? 8 months from Jet 5. Jet 5. 3D Bits from Line Rider says, Blizzard the Wizard in the land made of milk and honey. Also, I have a research proposal due today. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Good luck. Hope that goes well. Also, I see what you did there, because you activate the sugar alert, and then Blizzard the Wizard. That's funny. I like it. 37 months from Dark Sky Bestiny. 300 Bits from Blastoise who says, apparently Owl City did songs other than Fireflies. So I feel that. I might know like one other song by now.
I can't think of any of them, so.
I've been really, I know I've mentioned this already, but I've been really enjoying the fact that I can put licensed music into the TikToks. It's been really fun. The way in
There's
which
a few TikToks from Coliseum if you haven't checked lately.
Yeah, I've actually been keeping up with it. I've been making stuff. I've had a lot of material to work with. So if you haven't done so already, and you have the application, you can follow me and also Mal on there. And I'm making some stuff. Yeah, there's the links. It's nice. Also, if you don't have the app, you can just see them on there. You don't have to. You don't have to have the app, but I am cross posting all of the like the good stuff, the stuff that I think is not too wild.
More vlog like.
Vlog-esque stuff.
Yeah.
I am bringing that over to StephenVOD, and there's some stuff that may fit better, like inserted into the actual vlog itself.
Yeah.
So there's options. But it is fun to not be constrained by anything and be like, yeah, I'll just post this. Yeah, I'll use this song. I just wish that you could search better for the music.
It is a pain.
The thing that they have set up for finding music is dumb. It's terrible. You type it in and you hope it comes up, and if it doesn't come up, then it's still in there, but you don't know how to get to it. Anyway, I don't run the app, so there's nothing I can do about it. Yes, we did. We didn't make a mini golf LP. I didn't have enough space on my. I didn't have enough space on the phone for it, but it was nice. Shinjo says, "For now, I gotta enjoy these things before copyright laws catch up." It's licensed, so like they did catch up. The music on TikTok and YouTube Shorts, like that's all licensed music. So that's not going anywhere. That's it's A-okay to use. Which is good because it is fun for the first time in my life to be like, I can just put Daft Punk in this? I can just use Gorillaz? Really? And the answer is yes.
Eastbound and Down?
That was my first one.
I know.
That was my first one. Yeah. Don't worry. I also am old man. I'm just old man who is attempting to adapt for the first time and also enjoying it a little bit.
Yeah.
Enjoying it a little bit. It's just nice to be able to use, Jerry Reed when I want to. 41 months from Jason Jennings, 24. 300 Bits for Chai says, so over the weekend, my mother got a strange bill, and when she called about it, she discovered that in the past couple of weeks, someone had used her credit card to set up and order obscene amounts of DoorDash. Isn't identity theft just grand? That sucks.
Yeah, that's really
Although,
frustrating.
does that mean that they'll be able to catch the person?
Because they DoorDashed it?
Because they DoorDashed it like an idiot?
I don't know.
I hope that it gets resolved. The fact that it was a credit card is already a good start. Because if it's a debit card, sometimes it's harder to...
Reverse charges.
It's either harder to reverse charges or they can do it, but it takes longer. A credit card's a little easier. But like... Yeah, if you were DoorDashing stuff, that's kind of odd. Because they DoorDashed it. Like, I mean... I'm just saying, like... It'd be strange. Yeah. Wandering Star says really common for identity thieves to do small things like take out food because they are testing safety card works. It's true. That makes sense. Or buying gift cards.
Yeah.
Or something like that. But like, if you were to order lots of DoorDash straight from the app off of a card that you stole, that would be real dumb because there's not very many things, not very many points backwards you have to jump to get to, well, where did it go? It went here. Like, oh, well, that's bad. Anyway, good luck to them. Fossix gifted a sub to Sab Irene. Thank you, Fossix. 8 months from Sweet Serene. 300 bits from Aldo. It says, you talking about Pimp My Ride unlocked an ancient memory that it has a Wii game, you know, in case anybody needs that information in, say, 7 months. It's true.
Yeah.
I think it was also probably released on PS2, maybe Xbox?
Yeah, PS2.
But definitely the Wii. We have it. No pun intended.
Somewhere over that way.
Yeah. I can see the P's. Price is right. Yeah, I can see in the general area where it should be. We still haven't finished the Wii library. We have like, what, 3?
2 or 3?
Not many.
Yeah.
But we've got 7 months. I'll probably have it all finished up by then. Probably. What platform is EL? We don't know specifics yet. We will probably still be involved. And I'll leave it at that, because we'll have to figure it out once it gets closer.
What's missing? Mensa?
Mensa Academy, Veggie World.
There might be more.
There might be more. I think there's 2 of those like 2-in-1 pack games that we're missing.
Okay.
So like it's one of those things that like we technically have them, but we don't have the 2-in-1 variants. And they have different UPCs, so they count. So I guess I think we're missing like 4 games. But Chaz has got the link. So, do you still need the... I mean... Okay, so like... It depends if we're trying to get peripherals. The exercise bike is one of those things that I would probably not go out of my way to get.
Yeah.
If an exercise bike... If we found one at a yard sale for like $20, then maybe we would pick it up. But I don't even know that we would pick it up while we lived here because I don't think we have a place to store it.
No, we don't.
So that's the problem. Vegamon says, so that means you still need the baby. Yeah, we also don't have the baby. Yeah, for those who aren't aware, there's a game called Babysitting Mama, and I hate this phrase. You insert the Wii controller into the baby. Anyway, then you take care of the baby, and it screams or whatever babies do, and then you make it stop screaming, and then you win. Anyway, we didn't play it. I think we probably didn't play it specifically because we didn't have the baby. If we had the baby, everyone would be like, you gotta play the baby game. But we don't have the baby. 300 bits from Zeta Program. It says, a Hoose meeting a moose. Oh, this is... A Hoose eating a moose, eating a mouse, eating a house, eating a poggy, having a drank of a drank. Makes sense somehow. Now, a mug and a mug, wouldn't that make it muggy? Yes. That first sentence was so hard to read. It got better, though.
I'm looking at the mod.
Add permitted term.
You a
You a baby. Add permitted term, baby. They don't get to see that part of it. I know, it's... the auto mod is always just a real fun... It's a real fun trip. Allow term, baby. 300... Don't worry, everyone. You're now allowed to say baby.
Satsy didn't know.
Up to this point, no baby. At this point, baby. We've
baby.
allowed the baby. Oh, God. 30 bits from Blastoid says, fun fact, giraffes in different areas, for instance, South Africa, Angola, etc., have different patterns, and it's so cool. How different? Because, like, in your mind's eye, a giraffe has a very specific, like, spotted lined pattern. Pull it up.
Pull it up.
Like, giraffe pattern variants or something.
I got it. I didn't
wanna
search
see.
big.
B-I-G, big search. Yeah. I mean, there is... Oh, that's cool. Okay, yeah, that's really neat. The Maasai one is really cool. A lot of them are pretty similar, but some of them, the Thornycroft and the Maasai especially has like the like jaggies in the lines, man. That's neat. It's one of those. Yeah, can we here send that image specifically to Mod so they can post that one, because that's a good indication of it. We'll put it on screen for you. They're all like, it's one of those things like if you were only seeing one or the other, you'd just be like, oh, a giraffe. But when you see them all next to each other like that, it is very much like, oh wow, these are like, you know, these are pretty different. Check out the bottom middle here, the Maasai. That one's quite different. Thornycroft up here in the corner, there we go, is also a little different. So they're all like, they got the same feel. The coloration is different, but like the little like, I'm calling them little spiked jaggies going up the lines of some of them is really neat. Anyway, that was cool. 10 months from Flying Walrus 33. 300 bits from the Reload says, in my infinite wisdom I had doing an artistic version of Blizzard the Wizard. Artistic as in absolute abomination of purpose. Nothing wrong with that. I'm actually really excited about how much Blizzard the Wizard titles and then also art there has been. I love it. I hope to I hope to see more of it. It's been fun. It's also nice that we've gotten a chance to show more people how terrible that game is. Because it's bad.
It's bad.
29 months from Platinum Pikachu 153. 300 bits from Platinum Pikachu says, hitting 29 months a couple of weeks after turning 29 feels a little bit like a golden sub of sorts, maybe. Yak. Gotta get to 153 months.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the rules. And that's like, how many years is that? 12, 13?
Mm-hmm.
14? 12 years, 9 months. See? A cool, easy 12 years, 9 months. That's fine. 42 months from Tachi Gamer 96. Thank you. I did it. You're still recovering too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, neither of us did a good sleep
No.
over the past week.
Correct. You even more so.
Yeah. But it'll get better.
Yeah.
It'll get better. One of the things that's been hard for me is, like, last night was the first night, really, in a week that I sat down to, like, try and get some work done. And it's almost like I had a hard time thinking about, like, what I needed to be doing. I've stepped away from work just long enough that I sat down and, like, okay, so, like, what is it I do? I gotta, like, click this do this. So that wasn't great. It'll get better. It'll get better. But right now it's just kind of gotta like get back into the swing of it for sure, and keep napping, keep getting in bed early and on time, and eventually things will go back to normal. March will be a better month, probably, in terms of busyness.
We have visitors.
Briefly.
Yeah.
Very, very briefly.
I have a dentist appointment.
Briefly.
Cleaning.
Very, very briefly.
Cleaning.
So like it's fine. I think I think March will be a lot less crazy. The only way that I could see it being crazy is if I go in for the CAT scan and they're like,
surgery.
You might need surgery. That's the only part I'm gonna be like, I'm hoping it's a spectrum, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in for the CAT scan, and either one of two things is gonna happen. Either they're gonna be like, oh, you need to take this pill, or they're gonna be like, surgery now. So like somewhere between there is how things are gonna go. Or where it's not on the spectrum, it's up here, and it's like, we don't know what's wrong with you. I really hope that doesn't happen. Really hope, because if that happened, I don't know actually what I would do.
We'll figure it out.
I actually don't know. Oh, Kerb says, I'm excited for March Mail. Just ordered you some Wii stuff. Aw! Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And I know that some other folks have been waiting on mail too, because we've been asked about it. Soon. Basically, just soon-ish.
Yeah, we need a couple days to catch up on sleep and stuff that we didn't get done when people were here.
Yeah, but we'll be getting to it. We'll be getting to it. And now that Coliseum is over, Dan will probably be able to start working on fan favorites also. That has just not been a priority because there's been other stuff going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're also getting ready to launch Pokemon.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. But we'll get there. We'll get there. It's coming. There are bits from Fossix that says, congrats on another successful Coliseum. Shout out to our Strondicats community from all they've done this Colo, from getting Blizzard the Wizard played to introducing Pears and Pork to the TRG world. We can do anything if we come together. Fossix, I agree with your sentiment, and then also special thanks to you specifically for carrying the torch on a good bit of that, especially Pears and Pork. It was wild. It really did, it made the whole event for me.
Yeah.
And it came out so good. I don't know if, when Jules saw it, he could think through how it was going to turn out, and was like, yeah, this is going to work out really well, but it really did. The funniest thing for me was shortly after I'd come downstairs and seen it, they were like, oh, we need to add the drum track. And I cannot begin to explain to you how surreal it is to see Jack drumming along to a song that you made in 2014 and adding it. Like that, watching that happen was just like, what is going on? Yeah. And then near the end, he goes to double time. It's just, that whole thing was wild. I'm really glad that it happened. So, yeah, I'm really glad so Fossix, thank you. Seriously made my whole event. I really loved that whole thing. And, yeah. It was fun. There's going to be a few key things that I remember from this Coliseum. Mm-hmm. For one, I'm going to remember just seeing everyone in person again, because, finally. I'm going to remember Pears and Pork. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to remember...
Blizzard the Wizard?
Yeah, I was going to say American John.
That too.
Flat John. Cardboard John. Who is in our spare bedroom. He lives with us now. In case we ever need a...
Yeah. John.
Yeah, in case we ever need a John. You are in a room with two occupants.
One is John. The other is Flat John.
One of them must die. Gerbab gifted a sub to Clockwork Pretzels. I want pretzels. 300 bits from Goldmage, who says, oh Mao, I almost forgot. I meant to ask, if I wanted, say, a backpack or duffel bag with your designs on them, how would I go about doing that if possible? If the design isn't by default available for a backpack or a duffel.
So the layout for those is really weird. Like, imagine if you had a big sheet of my art on it on fabric. Like, the whole painting was printed on a piece of fabric, like a tapestry. And then they cut out the backpack and duffel pieces from that. And then, like, the pocket for the backpack comes from one spot, and, like, the base of that comes from another spot, and then it gets, like, stuck. It does not work.
Okay. So it's one of those things that, like...
It would have to be... They really only work if you do something that's a pattern.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, if I had kepi, and it was, like, kepis everywhere.
But your normal art doesn't work so
No.
much for it. I understand. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, obviously Mao's latest painting is done. That's on Redbubble,
Mm-hmm.
so people can pick that up if they are so inclined. Oh, I was going to say something I forgot. Something about your art.
The painting got mailed off.
Maybe that's what I was going to say. Is that what I was going to say? Yeah, we mailed that off yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday.
Yesterday. So that's on its way to its new home.
Mm-hmm.
And we will be getting started on your next piece
Soon.
Yeah, pretty soon. Okay. Let's talk about some of the things that are happening today. First off, it's Thursday. We are continuing on with... so now that Extra Life is over, continuing on with It Takes Two. I know folks are anxious to see Pokemon appear on the channel. We're working on it. It'll be this month. I just don't know exactly when it'll be. So just kind of stay tuned.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get to it as soon as we can. I'll probably start filling out that LP schedule a little bit further here soon. I'm going to make an announcement here because if I don't make it here, I'll never remember. We're making a change to the schedule, and we're starting it in March. We're starting it this month. One of the changes to the schedule is Saturdays will be Stephen and Friends, and only Stephen and Friends. There won't be any other stuff posted on Saturdays. Actually, did we post beans? I don't think we did. It's from beans. The idea behind that is for, on one hand, I have so much cat hair on me.
You've been petting cat
I have. Subconsciously, too. One reasoning behind that is to try and pare down content so we're not overwhelming viewers with so much content, which we have done for 10 years and is apparently not great if you do that. So that's one reason. The other reason is that it is then less work for both us and for Dan.
Yeah.
Which is good. It's just good. It's good to try and do a little bit less than we've done for all these years. I'm not sure about the timing. We actually may start releasing Stephen and Friends just at noon instead of 6. We have to figure out exactly what we want to do, but that'll be the only stuff on Saturday now. So
Yeah.
Stephen and Friends continues to be Saturdays. It'll be this Saturday, but there won't be an LP episode with it anymore. It'll just be Stephen and Friends. Yeah. And that'll be one less other thing that we and Dan have to figure out, and that is good.
And schedule and upload.
And schedule and upload, and yeah. So that'll be good. That'll be good. And he says, yes, please, much friendlier for EU time zone viewers. Noted. So to give just a slight view behind the curtain here of some stuff that I've learned pretty recently, which might be very interesting to you, certainly interesting to me. There's a kind of like a window of 24 hours whenever you release something onto YouTube. That ideally you should you should like wait 24 hours before releasing like another thing. Releasing multiple things within a 24-hour period can make it very, very difficult for the system to recommend your videos to other people. So the idea of releasing multiple things in a day is inherently bad unless you're creating a lot of very, very, very similar content. And we don't. Our stuff is all over the place and very, very different. So that's one thing I've taken into consideration. And then the other thing, it kind of plays into like why we might put Stephen and Friends on at noon, is because then if we were releasing it at 6 p.m., it'd be close to the 12 p.m. of Sunday, so it wouldn't be a full 24 hours. So there's like this whole crazy system that goes into YouTube stuff, and we've been slowly learning about it and trying to make some changes that work with the system instead of against it.
Yeah.
So trying not to adjust our stuff terribly much, but doing the necessary adjustments that allow us to benefit from things instead of actively attack them. Yeah, so some little changes. But the big one for this week, while I'm remembering about it, is that, Saturday content from here on out is strictly just Stephen and Friends. And we all breathe a little bit easier. And hopefully in time, once we have a good handle on this, it'll leave more time to do some other things. Because there's some other things I would like to get around to and try as well. So we're getting there.
Yep.
We're getting there. Like Renee says, still be you, but hopefully this way more people can discover you. Yeah. Do what we do, but allow the system to help other people find their way here. That's also one of the reasons that we're trying to do some stuff on TikTok too. I know there's been some folks that are like, I don't use TikTok, and I'm like, well, it's not really for you. My hope is that I can make some stuff on TikTok and find some folks that have never been here before, but they'll be like, oh, this is neat, and then they'll come over here. That would be neat if that happened. I don't know if that'll happen, but that's part of the hope. And also because then I can make stuff that is stupid.
Yeah.
And also insert licensed music. I do like that part. 300 Bits from Blastoise, it says, people like the idea of Pokemon in real life, but they're basically more intelligent animals. Imagine if cats could use the microwave. Absolute chaos.
It'd be chaos if Kepler could. Right, bud? He's sleeping.
You good? You good? You want to use a microwave? Do you? What you gonna cook? What you gonna cook? He doesn't even know what he's gonna cook. You have to decide. What do you want to eat? Do you want a chicken? How many chicken? I've talked to him too long in this voice, and he's definitely starting to be like, am I getting fed? Is it? So I now have to calm down. Okay, sorry, let's just calm down. I'm not talking to you in the voice anymore. 300 Bits from Goldmage just says, oh, and another thing, you don't by any chance have any recommendations for photo print albums that would be good for your prints?
Something acid-free, which basically all of them are nowadays.
So as long as it's acid-free, it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of whatever you want.
Why would anyone make an album that is
pro-acid? I just assume it's some...
if it's super, super, super cheap, made with super cheap materials, maybe.
Morning, Tom.
Hi, Tom. Cooking with Kelly. 42 months from Space Fix and Music. Appreciate it. Thank you. Tom's also here. Some folks are awake. Some folks are awake in the morning. Oh, with Keppy. Did I say Kelly?
Cooking with Keppy.
Cooking with Keppy.
You open the can and you put it on a dish.
That's as far as it goes.
Favorite Keppy food.
He doesn't even want the other food.
Right now he's into tuna. Good
Oh
morning, Donkey Kong.
Hi, Donkey Kong. Oh. My head is on his head. from S1201 from Grabobly with the Tom Teeth. Tom Teeth star rating. He has retractable teeth. What can you say? Any other things to announce today? Just It Takes Two.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try very hard. I want to try and get vlogs out as quickly as possible. So the good news is I was caught up before Coliseum started, which means that the next vlog will contain other folks, and that's nice.
Yeah.
I'll be working on that, and I'll also be working on a new Patreon video. So be working on those things and try and get them out in a reasonable time. But be sure to join us tomorrow because we will be continuing Pokemon, and God willing, we'll finally catch a frickin' ghost.
Yeah.
I hope. I really hope. We gotta do the game corner, and we gotta do the I think maybe we do the gym before we do and then we do I hope we do the ghosts. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow's Friday. I want a Gengar! I want a Gengar! I want a Gengar! I want an Easter egg. I want an Easter egg. I want an Easter egg. I want a psychic type. I want a psychic type. 200 bits from Montagra and 31 months from Rygier. I think that's it.
That's it.
I think we're all set.
I have no news, so.
No news can be good news. Thank you all so much for watching. We will see you back here tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern for more Pokemon Ghost Edition. Hoping for a ghost. Probably a ghost. It would be nice to get a ghost. Yo, dog. I heard you like mugs. So we put a mug in a mug so you can drink while you drink. Exhibit, call me.